My background's kind of interesting. That all my pilot friends think I'm a musician. All my musician friends think I'm a pilot. Nobody really knows for sure. I spent the last 15 years in the country rock group Sawyer Brown. During that time, I was flying my airplane to a lot of shows and still flying corporate jets in the Nashville area. Prior to that, I'd been a commuter pilot and a freight pilot up in Alaska, and I'm currently flying 737s for Southwest Airlines and having a huge time. This airplane kind of found me. Strangely enough, I was in Nashville, and I was starting to look for an airplane to maybe go to some of the shows with the band. This was about a year after joining Sawyer Brown. And I mentioned it to a friend of mine in Muscle Shoals. He said, well, you know, Larry down there with the ag strip outside of the crop duster outside of Florence, Alabama, he's going to sell his 180. And I said, really? And anyway, short story long, I ended up calling Larry. He says, yeah, I'm going to sell it. And I ended up finding it. It wasn't for sale, hadn't been put on the market. It wasn't very pretty when I first got it. We completely disassembled it, gutted it, put, you know, new hardware pretty much throughout it, and stripped it and painted it. And so I basically created a very, very useful instrument platform, instrument airplane. So I flew a lot of, in a lot of weather with Sawyer Brown going to shows, and it was just a wonderful platform. It never let me down. In 15 years of getting to shows, I had to borrow an airplane one time, and that's in over 5,000 hours of flying that particular airplane. Still great friends with all my music buddies and the guys in particular in Sawyer Brown that are like brothers to me. But they were really supportive of this. They knew when I joined the band I was coming from an airline career, and I said, well, I'll give you 5 years, and I gave them 15. So they were all rooting for me, and I keep my hand in on the 180 and stuff, and rebuilding a couple old airplanes and just enjoying life. I mean, I have the best, I'm just a really lucky guy.